will kick it away first. Fielded in the end zone, it's Adams. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. He'll throw it. That's reeled in. It's Bernard. Still on his feet at the 45. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
How about an RD? What a start. You want to come out and say, I'm going to be aggressive. We're going to take shots. We're going to make big plays. Look no further than the first play of the game. What a start.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Keeps it on the bootleg. Here's the heat. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
Man, there are defensive players out there that can just take games over, and that's what's happening with this guy right now. He is not cooperating with the offensive game plan. A sack on 2 consecutive plays, and now on 3rd down, you know he's pinning his ears back again.
He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. This defense will try to keep everything in front. Play action on 1st down. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Looking for more room. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Man, that's not the attempt you wanted to start the game. First pass of the game, interception. Man, just this is where you go to the sidelines. You have a good talk with your coach. You settle down. It's not the end of the world. It's one pass, but that is not the start he had.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown tie. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Bringing it out. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Scanning the field, it's Manning. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. There he goes to the right. He's loose. Touchdown, Texas! Once he got some room, it was over.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And it's no good, and they miss an opportunity to tie. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. Fielded in the end zone. It's Adams. He gets it across the 25 to the 27 after bringing it out of the end zone. First play of this drive comes from the 27. They go to the ground. Runs through a tackle. He'll push his way out to the 38, pickup of 3. Alabama pushing the tempo. 2nd second down. They'll go to the air. Trying to make magic with his feet. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Horns up and ready to hook some serious noise on third down in DKR. Miller with the ball. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain. Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they gambled in their own end, and now they give up really good field position.
I tell you what, I can justify when it's really short, but when it's fourth and medium on your side of the territory, man, that success rate continues to plummet down, and now they've just set this offense up in really good position.
Oh, he was in the backfield immediately, a 3-yard loss.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke, and he stopped for a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He'll try to take it back. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Bama! What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score. This D gave them exactly what they needed, not only with a stop, but with a touchdown.
And finding ways to impact the game early in the game, just make impact plays, right? The defense wants to create sacks, create turnovers. Great job creating the turnover and getting points off it.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's going to try to return this one. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. These corners going to give them some space. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Looking to throw, it's Manning. Going for the big play. And he's got it inside the 35. And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. And with the extra point, they cut it to a 14-13 game. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. They're set to kick it off, and you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he takes this from inside the 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17. Alabama quickly way back to the line.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Picks his way ahead, pick up a 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line. A 3rd and short coming from their own 20-yard line. From the gun, wants to pass. Using his legs to buy some time. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on 3rd down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And then all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. To the air, it's Simpson. Oh, they're after him! And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Leaves it with the back. They could have used a little bit more there. Picked up a 3. It's 3rd and 7. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Under fire. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. They'll have to do a better job of protection this time after that 3rd down sack. Set him back, but they'll go for it here. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
Man, first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point in going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. He was hoping for that interception return for the touchdown, but he's brought down at the 27.
I'll tell you something. In college football, you're lucky if you get 2 interceptions in a season. This guy now has 2 interceptions. In the first half of this game, he's been reading the...
Unleashes one deep. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Alabama! When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Moore. And he's tackled at the 2-yard line, and that was a terrible decision to bring it out. Their own end zone nipping at their heels as they start this drive from their own 2. From his end zone, trying to loosen up this D. Couldn't hang on to that one. This defense has already picked off 3 passes, almost had the 4th. It'll be 2nd down.
We've seen a lot of good hands in the back end of this defense in this game. They've got multiple interceptions. That was not a good example, though. That should have been another one, but they say people play defense for a reason.
Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And I love taking deep shots. I think it makes quarterbacks play honest, safeties play honest, and you can tell just missed a little bit deep on that shot. But listen, those are shots that we want to take because the risk is definitely worth the reward.
First priority is to take care of the ball here. And it's picked off for the 4th time today.
Well, the defense is feeling it now, right? 2 picks in 2 straight drives. Their guys have been all over the field making plays when the ball's in the air. The D coordinator's got to love that.
And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
How about this defense in this game so far? Already 5 sacks, and we're only in the second quarter. I think if you're the offensive coordinator, you have got to start mixing up these.
And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack.
You can just see the excitement this defense has every play. They're almost wishing this quarterback drops back to throw because they know they're going to get home to him. That's the 6th time they've registered a sack.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield.
The defense has been so dominant up front. You've seen it in these passing situations. That now the 7th sack of the game.
Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Hauls it in and looking upfield. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. On 1st down, he'll just run the quarterback sneak. That doesn't seem very creative.
Well, not a great run there, but I think what the coaching staff is trying to do is they're trying to help out their quarterback. He's thrown interceptions on each of his last 2 drives. And the best way to try to settle him down is to get the running game established. But I think the defense is aware of that right now, loading the box. Everybody up front is ready for the run.
Wide receiver comes in motion. The play action fake. There's the pressure. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
I mean, this game has to feel like a living nightmare for this quarterback. We're still in the first half, and this guy, with all the interceptions he's thrown, with all the inaccurate balls, nothing is going right. They have no semblance of a passing game because they simply cannot establish a rhythm under center.
Looking downfield, it's Manning. Shoots it to the left. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Down he goes, and the defense snuffs out this drive with a sack.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out and you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on 4th down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
The short hands, it's Horton. And he slips the first defender and picks up a handful of yards.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
They'll run it in the red zone. It's Miller. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
And the offense continues to run the football. The 2nd rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes continue to feed this man the ball.
And the extra point splits the uprights. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Moore. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Got a man. It's Moore. Wide open space. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down. He had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. Back to pass, it's Manning. He wants to go deep. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
Pulls in the deep ball. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35.
Now, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in the first half.
They'll send the back in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the middle. What a job to lay out and make the catch. You know why he's piling up all these yards, David? Because the receivers won't let the ball hit the ground.
You remember that Jameis Winston game we called on a Thursday night? The ball didn't even hit the ground, did it?
It did not. 2 incomplete passes caught out of bounds. The Longhorns will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll try the run. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. From the gun, the running back has it. He's shoved out of bounds right at the 6-yard line as they were able to at least keep him out of the end zone. On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the first down. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Longhorns!
That was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
And he tacks on the extra point. They go 83 yards on the drive. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Coming out with it, it's Williams. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. To throw, it's Simpson. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's why you always want to be pursuing the football. QB's scrambling, he rolls out to the right, but don't quit if you're on defense. Get somebody after the QB. They got to him, they hit him, and forced the incompletion.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Caught in the backfield, it's Miller. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. Now the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, and he just flat dropped it. You do not see this guy do that very often. It'll be 4th down.
You're not going to see that happen too often. The quarterback, man, he was licking his chops. He saw a big space in the middle of the field. He had his best receiver there ready to make a play, and he dropped it.
Just 1 for 3 on 4th down today, but they'll try to move those chains with this play. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And he's sacked. A big play on fourth down to stop this drive.
And I don't know how to explain that one. Fourth down and long, the percentages are low anyways, and on your side of the field, that is not the way I want to create momentum or start my first half. I'm not sure what they were thinking on offense.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And you try to catch him off balance, maybe on first down and goal right here, a situation where maybe you sneak in a pass, defense was ready, got the sack. Now you got to be a little bit more creative now that you got the negative play. The offense, I know you've worked this all week. You got to get ready to execute in the red zone.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Absolutely perfect. That'll cut this lead down to 5. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. He'll bring it out. It's Williams. And you make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. So that'll do it here in the first half. Stay tuned. Halftime is coming. Alabama ready to put a boot to it to start the second half. And he's coming out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. His drive will open from the 15. Trying to set the tone with the run. Danced his way through traffic, pick up a 4 to the 19.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
And wings it incomplete. Hitting just inside their own 20. They need to convert on 3rd and short. Back to throw. It's Manning. Gonna take a shot at this DB. And that is his 5th interception. A nightmare he is not waking up from. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
And if you're the quarterback, you might want to stop throwing that guy's way. I mean, you knew coming into this game, David, he's one of the best corners in the entire country. He's already been picked off twice now. He is literally living in this quarterback's head rent-free.
And so nice to have a guy like this that can cut off half the field. Because now you can put resources elsewhere. He's proven if you try me, bad things are going to happen.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. The throw. This time it's complete. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
Well, this guy's not easy to bring down. They just throw him a simple hitch pass, but he's got so many moves out in the open field. You've got to get a lot of hats to the football to get that guy down, prevent him from scoring on big plays.
They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
After coming up with back-to-back explosive plays, here they are, 1st and goal. He'll take it himself. And they can't punch it in with a first down run, and the defense has one stop. These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. With jet sweep pass. Touchdown tie! And they take it in for 6 more points. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And after the extra point, they're on top by 12. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he has had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college.
Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. It is plays like that that'll let you pile up some serious passing yards.
Man, what an effort. I mean, the layout to be able to catch the football, keep it off the ground. Nice job by this receiver, and that's why this quarterback's had a day. Guys making plays all over the field.
Back to throw, it's Manning. Gets it to him on the screen. Hey, what about that move to pick up a couple of extra yards? He's down at the 38.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Trying to beat the D deep. He's got it on the left. Oh, touchdown, Texas! You thought they were done. They're not. They're back, baby. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address and do something different.
So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone, it's Adams. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. They'll move the wide receiver. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. A lot of urgency for this offense. Second down, they'll go to the air. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Another incompletion on 3rd down.
This game just feels so different than it did in the first half. After that incompletion, now setting up 4th down, they only have a 1-possession lead. Things were looking so much better earlier in the game. They're going to have to get it together throwing the football if they want to win this game.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. They got him for the sack, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
Well, that play never had a chance. On 4th down, they're trying to catch the defense off guard, throwing for it, but no protection. Quarterback didn't have an opportunity to step up and get rid of that football. Give the defense credit, man. And
the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Trying play action. Here comes the heat. And it's another interception as his assault on the record book continues.
Coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
Ice water in this quarterback's veins, man. Third play of the drive. It's 3rd and 10. You know the defense is expecting pass, but this quarterback
under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake is going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on 2nd down. Quick pass on the fly motion. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. They'll run the option. Oh, he can't hold the pitch and the ball's loose. Defense trying to take it back. He almost popped out of there for a huge return, but they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. That number 1 beside your name is a heavy burden, and when you're behind late, the weight of the world is on your shoulders. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Wingo. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. And the Longhorns with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Looking for a man. It's Manning. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And that is no good. And they miss the opportunity to draw closer, still down by 5.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
Throwing right. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
We talk about having to have it. We needed to force the turnover. We had to get the football back. They're in such a good position to run out the clock, try to win. No, sir. Our ball, first down.
Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
They make the stop, but you can't give up 4 yards a chunk on the ground down in this area of the field. It's at the 18. The Longhorns are in the red zone. Off play action. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. Bringing it back. The 40. The 30. Inside the 10. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Bama! Just one moment, and all of a sudden, the fortunes turn.
You're in a position where you're about to give up points, and now you flip that around and you put points on the board. Perfectly executed. What do you do in an interception? First guy blocks the intended receiver. Everybody else starts to form a wall where the ball's going. Nice blocking, nice interception, nice return for the touchdown.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to throw. It's Manning. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. The Longhorns will hustle to the line.
And they got to protect their quarterback better up front. They got to give him a little bit more time to make some damage down the field. But look at this. Here they go. No huddle. Back.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
Now, I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
And the Longhorns need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on third down. Floats it out in space. Oh, he's got some space. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Hey, down in the fourth quarter, you better have a dude at the quarterback spot. They do, and they're going to trust him, and he's going to have to continue to deliver like this, making plays down the field, protecting the football, but we know he has the ability.
On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's fourth down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
The short hands, it's Williams.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in the game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line.
This offense is just like Novocaine. Like, it just give it time. It just keeps working. It's a slow death, right? Like, they continue to just chip away. Nice first down play. Nice read. Get it to the pitch man. Sets up a great second down opportunity.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. A designed run for the quarterback. Ball's out. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. The offense is woozy on the ropes, buried deep in its own end, and the defense is coming in for the knockout shot. To the air, it's Manning. Looking to the big tight end. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find a rhythm as a QB in those types of situations, and that's why it appears as though his team's going to be leaving here with an L.
They're dealing with a second and long. Back to pass. Under fire. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Defense backing up, trying to keep everything in front. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down.
Oftentimes as a quarterback, when you have success early, you earn the right to take more shots. And I think that's what you're seeing now in this game. We're here late. They're still throwing it deep because this quarterback's thrown 3 touchdown passes. He's proven to his coach that he can get it done and he can make the right decisions and not put his offense in harm's way. And that's why you're still seeing them throw it vertically downfield.
And that decision will be questioned for a while. They'll use the running game on first and goal. He has kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you. Right into the teeth of the defense.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Alabama! That score looks as if this one might have put it a little too far out of reach.
Yeah, this game's pretty much over. That was just the icing on the cake. But, you know, speaking of cake, I'm kind of hungry. Can we get out of here? Can we finish this game so I can go get something to eat?
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Dropping back, it's Manning. Here's a throw downfield late. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT. Finally, the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
Shakes off the defender. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Alabama with a ton of ground to cover on this third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He unleashes a long one. Snatches it on the right. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. Now facing 2nd and long after the defense came up with that sack. Wants to go up top. Gonna let it fly. Hits him in stride inside the 10. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And the beatdown has ensued.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
And the point after is good. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Manning. Rushes on him. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
One more play to pad the stats.
Well, trailing this much in the fourth quarter, the offense is looking for an explosive play to try to ignite them.
Trying to get behind the defense. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this.
Going over the top. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Takes it the other way. And he is brought down after the interception, and the clock strikes 0 here in the fourth quarter. That was hardly a performance worthy of a #1 team in the country, and now they have to look themselves in the mirror and see if they can get this thing right.
Yeah, they got hammered. Like, this was not competitive. This was a bad performance, and the committee watches every single week.